He's got some old school parents, and he's having a standoff with his parents right now based on him sleeping in the same room as his girlfriend. That is not his wife. Parents do not like that.
Yeah, I thought this was interesting when my guy brought it to me because he wanted me to put it out there and see if like other people go through this or if, people believe that he is wrong. But he's really adamant about this. And so, yes, his parents are a bit old school. They are old-fashioned. They have their rules and how they want things to go in their home. Now, the problem is this dude is like in his 40s at this point. So obviously he's grown. Mm-hmm. And he's met someone recently. He's never been married. Marriage has just not really ever been a thing for him. He's never had a desire to be married. He's also typically never really had a desire to be in a serious relationship until now. So within the last few months, he's gotten really, really serious about somebody he's been dating for the last couple of years. But they've come to this agreement that they're fine how their relationship is. Like, she's been married before. She's not really looking to be remarried. He doesn't want to get married. They're completely fine and content with their relationship being like that for the rest of their lives. The problem is when he came home for Thanksgiving, past Thanksgiving, he wanted to sleep in the same room with his lady that he brought to bring to meet his family for the first time. And his parents were like, well, she can stay. That's not a problem. We want to meet her. But y'all can't sleep in the same room because y'all are not married. So he didn't put up a fight at that point. Mm-hmm. He kind of felt like, are y'all kidding me, man? I'm in my 40s, man. You know what I mean? Like, what is the big deal? Like, we really got to sleep in different rooms. But he didn't want to make a thing about it. It was fine.
Are they super religious?
They're religious, but it's not really for religious reasons.
Okay.
That's just their concept. So Christmas came around, and he brought her home again. And in his mind, all right, y'all are a little more familiar. It's been a little more time. Maybe this time it won't be an issue. And so he kind of jokingly brings it up to his dad, and his dad is like, have y'all gotten married since Thanksgiving? Did I miss something? He's like, Dad, are you serious, man? So they kind of got into a little bit of an argument about it to the point where he was like genuinely considering just going to a hotel and just going over to visit and stay for dinner. But, his lady didn't want him to do that. She's like, don't do that. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'll sleep in the other room. Maybe I can sneak and try to see you. Like, when she was like, this could be fun.
Yeah.
He's pissed. Like, he's ridiculous to him.
He's like, I'm a grown man. Mm-hmm. I should be able, especially if he's in his 40s, he's a grown man.
Grown, right? And so now it's gotten to the point where he had this conversation with his dad and his mom, and I guess the parents are also split because the dad he's set on it. He's like, I don't care about your age. I don't care about the occasion. If you come in this home with somebody you are not married to, y'all can't sleep in the same bed under my roof, period. Mom felt this way at first, but she was ready to cave because my dude literally was like, well, then I'm not coming back home. Until y'all allow me to come in there with my lady and sleep where I want to sleep with her, then I guess I won't be coming home.
At all?
Like, he'll come just to say hello to his parents. He's not saying he'll never see them again, but he's like Thanksgiving, Christmas, occasions like that where we would be a whole big family and everybody else gets to sleep with their significant other because they're married and we don't. Mm-hmm. I'm not coming to that anymore. So he won't be there for Thanksgiving. He won't be there for Christmas.
So instead of coming into town and staying at a hotel, he's just not even going to bother to come, period.
No, because he felt like, in his mind, like his pride, that was losing.
This is principle at this point for him.
But it's his parents' house.
Yep.
Which is why he feels like he can't really win, but at the same time, he is legit willing to not go. And I told him, I said, I don't believe you. I think you just in this moment right now, but when Thanksgiving comes around, when Christmas comes around, you're going to go over and see your parents, man. And he was like, Mo, I'm serious. I'm so serious. Like, you can't, I'm in my 40s, man. He was like really frustrated about this. And he's like, I really won't go.
If it was you and I, right, and you had this problem and I was talking to you as a friend, I'd go, you're being unreasonable, dude. I'd say it's your parents' house. It's who cares how old they are? It's their home. And for you to hold the holidays hostage because they have these values, even though you're 40, I would say that you're just being stubborn.
Now, I do think they have their way and he has his way. And I think the compromise is here. Okay, well, that's how you're going to be. We're not going to stay at your house. We're going to stay at a hotel and we'll come visit and then we'll go back to the hotel. Mm-hmm. I think that is a perfectly reasonable compromise.
I thought so too. When I brought that up to him, his thing was money is funny for the both of them, and it wouldn't make sense. It already cost him money to have to go home because he got to fly there, and then that's got to cost more money to get the hotel. So in his mind, for that, I'd rather just stay home and celebrate with her.
I think the rule always applies. It doesn't matter how old you are or your parents are. If it's their house, it's their rules.
That's the way
Maybe
it
that's
is.
old school thinking right there. And that's one of those things I think, too, like when you look in the future and like one of the parents pass or something like that, and you're looking back at your relationship with them, you're like, man, that was so petty. That was so petty of me. I should have spent the holidays with them. I think that's something he'll regret.
I agree.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get way more of The Bert Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcast.